What's up guys, JV2017 here, and today I'm going to show you how to get your very own synth gorillas using the Wasteland Workshop DLC. This is something that a lot of people weren't aware of because it has very specific story-based requirements, and we'll go through those step by step. These gorillas happen to be superior to almost any other creature in terms of just having them around your settlement, so we'll go over those advantages as well. Also keep in mind that this is not a mod or anything like that, which means you can do this on any console or platform. And before we begin, there will be major story spoilers, so proceed with caution. In order to get your very own synth gorillas, you will need to complete the nuclear option main quest with the Brotherhood of Steel, Railroad, or the Minutemen. Of course, this is the mission where you attack the Institute with any of those factions, it doesn't matter which, and you're just on this full frontal assault attacking everything. And during the quest, there will be a certain sequence where you have to go to Father's terminal in order to get rid of a security override. And really anybody can get into his terminal because it only has a novice, hacking difficulty, so that's fine, that's nothing to worry about. But once you're in there, you'll also need to activate the Evacuation Order using his terminal. Unfortunately, I didn't have a save game where this was appropriate, so I can't really show you on screen, but it is very simple. Once you're doing this process, you will see a Evacuation Order option on his terminal. Just click that and you will be set. The huge thing to note here is that you have to be attacking the Institute in order to evacuate it. There's no reason to evacuate the Institute because it's not getting bombed if you decide to side with Father and the Institute. Once again, you have to complete the nuclear option and not nuclear family, which is the end game version of that quest for the Institute. So what all of that means is that you cannot side with the Institute and get the synth gorilla cages. You can't choose the Institute in the end of the game. It's just not possible. You have to execute that evacuation order, and it really sucks. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense because the Institute created these synth gorillas, but that's the reality right now. We don't know if it's going to be patched in the future. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you can't side with the Institute. Fortunately, for those of you on PC only, unfortunately this doesn't work for consoles on Xbox One or PS4 yet, but there is a mod, and it's called Gorillas for All, made by Andronicus, and I've linked it in the description below. Very helpful. It removes all requirements for the synth gorillas, which means it's just available for everyone, and you don't have to deal with that stupid requirement if you're on PC. Again, it won't work for consoles right now. We don't know the nature of console mods and how those will, to kind of translate and apply, but for right now, this is a workaround only for PC. Once you've completed those requirements, you can head to any settlement, it doesn't matter. Go over to the cages tab on the far right and then to medium cages, where you will find the gorilla cage. It's second in this category, and the special requirement for this specific cage is wild mute fruit. And the good thing is it's not that rare, so you don't have to worry about going out and finding some rare material for your gorillas. You just need some wild mute fruit. You can find it at different vendors or just out in the wild. Once you've set up as many cages as you'd like, you need some power, and as I explained on my cage guide video I made a few days ago, I believe, you don't need any specific kind of generator. One small generator is able to power plenty of cages, as many as possible as far as I know. So you can just connect all of these cages to one generator and then you'll be on your way. Next, you'll need to pass the time somehow. I personally recommend that you just find a bed nearby and sleep. You can also leave your settlement and come back, but sleeping seems to be a lot, quicker and easier in my opinion. So once you've slept for a certain amount of time, don't be worried, because I discovered some kind of glitch going on with these gorilla cages. They still might appear open even though you've actually caught some gorillas. And I discovered this by mistake. First off, by sleeping for like 2 weeks. I slept 2 weeks straight and it just didn't work. These cages weren't closed. I was really confused. And after a while, I realized that it's a graphical glitch with Wasteland Workshop, just the DLC as a whole for gorillas and their cages. Unfortunately, sometimes it won't appear like you've caught a creature and the door won't be closed. So my advice to you guys is to sleep for a good amount of time, maybe like 3 to 4 days, and then, try to switch off your generator and see what comes out. You should have your awesome gorillas coming out at you like you see right now. You may be wondering why I said gorillas are the best creature to have in your settlement, and here's why. They do two things. First off, they boost your defense per gorilla by 10. Each gorilla is 10, so I jumped from 122 defense to 162. That's the same value as a death claw, which is insane. So very good from a defense standpoint. Also, you saw the little happy face icon. They also produce happiness, just like cats and dogs. So you get the best of both worlds with one creature. What sweetens the deal is you don't even need a beta wave emitter to make them docile. They're just friendly to the player, like a junkyard dog that you can buy, or, taming a cat. I think they're kind of classified in the same way. So they will be friendly. You don't have to tame them. The icing on the cake, though, is that you won't have gorillas attacking your settlement like you would if you caged a deathclaw. You know, if you cage a deathclaw, you'll have a bunch of deathclaws attacking you because that's how it works with these creatures, and you don't have that problem with gorillas because they're just different. All in all, gorillas are the best creatures to have lurking around your settlement because they require a combination of benefits that you just can't find from any other creatures. However, they do come at the price of those requirements, and so I'd like to hear from you guys. Is it worth the requirements that we talked about earlier in the video to obtain these synth gorillas, to have them walking around and giving you those benefits? And I understand it's probably really difficult to have to choose, you know, not the Institute if you've already chosen them and then continue to play, because you got to search back for that save, you got to make sure you're in the right place, you go with a different faction. It's frustrating, and I understand that. Anyways, let me know all of what you're thinking in the comment section below. Alright guys, today we looked at how to get synth gorillas in the Wasteland Workshop DLC for Fallout 4, and next time we will cover more Fallout on my channel, so stay tuned for Fallout 4 tips and tricks videos. If you learned something new, remember to hit that like button, I would really appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe for more survival mode coverage, Wasteland Workshop DLC, and general tips and tricks videos. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.